This month's report said that the backlogs are up to an all-time high for this year, which basically tells you that something is again not right. Earlier in the parliamentary meeting, IRCC's deputy minister has also come out and said that they are restructuring IRCC so that new divisions are being created, staff are being reassigned so that they can concentrate and focus on one line of business versus going on to different lines of businesses. They are assigning more people in terms of where there is a bigger requirement, but it's not really helping. Now, picture this. You are an international student, all right? You apply for your postgraduate work permit. Now, the requirement is that if you're applying for your postgraduate work permit, you must apply within 180 days of completion of your studies, right? So you applied for a postgraduate work permit, let's say a month after you have completed your studies, because, hey, you needed to, find a job. You didn't want to waste your postgraduate work permit. So you applied for your postgraduate work permit. Now, the decision has come 5 months later saying that your application is being refused. Why? Because let's say you did not upload a document properly, or let's say you made a mistake in your application. And in some cases, sometimes they don't even tell you why it is being refused. It's just refused. And then you have to figure out why it was refused. Now, at that point of time, you have now crossed your 6 months period. Now you are outside that period of time when you can apply for your postgraduate work permit. And what mistake did you do that you are no longer now eligible for a postgraduate work permit just because of a small error? I mean, that error would have been rectified had you got a decision in 1 month or 3 weeks or 4 weeks or 6 months, or 2 months or 3 months. But because of this delay, extensive delay, you are now left in a lurch whereby you now have to restore your status, apply for another application, appeal to the compassionate side of the visa officer, hoping that under the humanitarian grounds that you're now outside the 6 months period, they will still approve your postgraduate work permit. And then you're only hoping and waiting and counting, because now you can no longer work. So you've lost that implied status. You can't work. So each day for the next 5 months, which is again the processing time, you will just have to wait, eat into your savings, and hoping and praying that your application gets approved. So this is a huge mess that has been created because of these delays. 5 months, that's what it takes. That's the reason why there is so much of pressure at the port of entry. People resort to going to flagpole to get their work permit. There is, at this point of time, there is also no decision made on postgraduate work permit 2024 extensions. Nothing. In my opinion, it's quite unlikely that they will be extended, but I don't know. It can happen. There is also no update on whether they will allow the international students to continue working full-time. Public policy, which was announced last year, is also going to end on 31st of December. Will these international students will continue to be allowed full-time work or not? We don't know. Again, these are the things, if they were to announce them in advance, at least people will know what to do, what to expect, what they can prepare, and they will not fall prey to so much of fraud and fraudulent individuals who are out there, just unscrupulous individuals who are out there who are just trying to prey on these people. What do you do, right? I mean, these guys are desperate. They need solutions, they need answers, and they're not getting any. And then people who then take advantage of these situations, they are the ones who benefit out of it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining in. I really appreciate you having taken the time. I wish you all the best, and I hope we will see you again soon.